And welcome back to the Just Can't Talk podcast. I am one of the hosts, Kit, and with me I have my best friend Jess.
Hello.
And on this podcast, we talk about movies, TV, and music, but most general media stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But today, we will be talking about movies and/or classics we have not seen.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've picked some that I've seen, or you've
Yeah.
seen, and I haven't seen.
No, mine that I haven't seen, I know that you have seen, at least some of them.
That's what it is. And I think you've seen a couple of the ones I've picked out. Not a lot of them, but a couple of them I know of them, but I haven't had a chance to really watch them.
Right.
But, yeah, do we just want to...
Well, okay, I think we should go over criteria of what actually we're considering there. Classic movies are kind of what we're kind of considering for purposes of this podcast, for this episode anyway, is kind of just like general movies that people have mostly seen
and are very
and are very well known, well liked, very like, if you walked up to somebody and you were like, I haven't seen this movie, then they'd be like, what? How have you not seen this movie?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what it is. Time period wise, I think I have the newest stuff I think is like a movie series, and like it goes from like the 2000, like it starts in like the 2010s. So it probably wouldn't necessarily be considered a classic, but it's still kind of there. I have a lot of like series that kind of span through time periods, but
a lot of mine are all over the place. All of them are pretty much singles except for one.
Right.
But most of mine are single movies, and they're pretty all over the place.
And also, we're kind of considering for things that movies we haven't seen all the way through. So we haven't seen. Like, if you've seen all of it except for, like, the last 5 minutes or something, I wouldn't count that. But it's movies that pretty much, we haven't sat down and watched from beginning to end.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I'm justifying by it, too. But, yeah. Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
Well, I thought there was something you wanted to talk about first.
Oh, yeah. I really am excited because, they just announced JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stone Ocean.
Yes.
And the trailer just made me so happy. I am so excited for just like part 6. Stone Ocean is my favorite part from JoJo's, and I'm just really excited. And it comes out super soon.
Yeah.
It comes out. I was expecting like in the middle of next year when it was going to come out, but no, it is coming out like in a couple months.
Yeah,
like 6 months.
December.
In December.
Not even 6 months.
Yeah, not
that's
even.
Like.
Yeah, I don't know.
September, October. That's like 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, I'm super excited. I'm super excited for that. And I just wanted to mention that me and Jess are big fans of JoJo, and it's I showed her JoJo, and she's loved it ever since.
Yeah, it's probably the first like anime that I really, really got into. So I'm very excited for Stone Ocean to be animated so we can watch it.
Yeah, I know pretty much. Well, I think we both know pretty much what happens in Stone Ocean, but I'm still excited to see it animated and come to fruition. All the memes. Part 6 confirmed and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, but anyways, I just wanted to talk about that because I am super, super hella excited for part 6.
Yeah.
But without further ado, do we want to get into it?
Yeah, I think we can just jump into it.
Yeah, just jump into it. I'll go first.
Okay.
Because I I've played the game of this, but I've never seen the movies of The Godfather. I've never seen Godfather Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, neither have I.
I'm not counting 3 because no one counts 3.
No one counts 3.
But I've never seen The Godfather. I've played a lot of the video game, which is pretty. From what I know, it's pretty close to the movies. It's just instead of Michael, you're just unnamed protagonist.
Right.
So I'm really excited to or I'm not really excited. I don't know where that came from. I really want to see them, but I know they're long.
Yeah, so what's kind of the thing that's deterring you from sitting down and watching it? Is it just the length?
It's the length, and I don't own them, and I don't know where to find them really, and it really is just the length, and like I know they're like slow and like a little intense, and I know I'm not like a big like, oh, that's like I can't watch that. There's only a couple movies that I've been able to been like, oh, that's a little too intense for me, but it's just like they're long, they're slow, and stuff doesn't really like. As far as I know, there's only like a couple scenes that are just like, whoa, but I've seen scenes from it, but I haven't actually watched them. All I know is like what's his name? Marlon Brando did a really good job from what I've seen. I know pretty much like nothing about the movies, which is funny.
Right.
All I know is the video game, and I don't know how accurate the video game is, like considering there's a couple things that happen in the movies and then the games that I don't know which ones are connected.
Right.
But no, yeah, I want to watch The Godfather. It's for me, it's the length. And
yeah, that's kind of what it's like for me too.
I think they're both like almost 3 hours long.
The first one's about 2.5. We looked it up not that long ago.
Yeah, and I also really just want to watch. I think it's the Corleone cut.
Yeah,
which is like a chronological 6-hour version of the entire trilogy.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's honestly, I want to watch that, but it's long.
Right. I think before jumping into that, you know, we should probably watch like the first one and then just be like, okay, do we like this? And then watch the second one.
Yeah, and then maybe consider 3 because I know people really hate 3.
Yeah. I've heard 3 is not very well liked.
Yeah, and of course the theme for The Godfather is iconic as all hell. And Marlon Brando with the cotton balls in his mouth.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that. I thought that was just him acting, and then it was just like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about The Godfather except for I just really want to see it, and for me it's the length that I'm really intimidated by, especially since it's 2 really long movies.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Do you have what's one of the ones you picked that you?
So, I have never watched front to back. I have never watched any of the Alien movies.
I've only seen. It's funny because I've only seen the first Alien.
Oh, well, I haven't even seen that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I've never seen any Alien movie.
Oh, wow. I just really kind of like processed that. You've never seen Alien?
No, I've never seen Alien.
Wow. Okay, well, you got to watch that sometime.
I don't know why I haven't like watched it. I just have never sat down and been like, yeah, I'm going to watch Alien right now. Like, I know it's a good movie.
That's fair.
I've heard it's like, you know, amazing. It's classic. I know like things that happen from it, you know, but I've just never sat down and watched it.
Yeah, no, I always I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch Alien, and then like honestly, the first like half of the movie is really slow.
Yeah.
Like, before they actually encounter the alien, it's like, oh, okay, all right, come on, and then it starts building up.
Yeah.
But like that opening is just like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep, man. This is so boring. But no. Wow, really? You haven't seen Alien?
I've never seen Alien.
I actually didn't know that. I thought... No, I've only seen Alien. I've never seen...
Aliens.
I've never seen Aliens. I've never seen Alien 3. The only one I've actually ever seen, the other one, is AVP. And I saw a little bit of AVP Requiem, and I was like, this is awful. I am not gonna watch the rest of this.
Yeah, that's fair. I've heard the newer ones are not great.
No, yeah, I highly recommend. We should watch that sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also want to mention we picked out 10 movies. Godfather 1 and 2 counted for 2.
Yeah, yeah. I'm counting I have series on here that I've never seen. So I'm kind of talking about there's some where I've seen 1 or 2 movies in the series or whatever. So I'll kind of get to that when it comes. But I'm kind of counting. If it's in the same series, I'm counting it as one movie.
Right,
essentially.
Right. Okay, that's good to know. No, yeah. Also, a funny fact that Jess had to tell me when we were watching Holes with Shia LaBeouf. I didn't know what's her name.
Sigourney Weaver.
No,
plays the warden.
I know Sigourney Weaver. No, I didn't
the
know.
Warden.
I didn't know the warden was played by Sigourney Weaver, and I was like, "Wait, that's Sigourney Weaver?" And we watched. I was like, "Oh, that's Sigourney Weaver," and I was like, "Oh shit! All right." So that took me by surprise, and I thought that was really funny.
Alien. Haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I will watch it eventually, but I have not sat down to do so at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, you go ahead and take it up with your next pick there.
Yeah, another one. I'm really not sure if I want to watch sometime, but I know I should see it because it's an important film. Is Schindler's List.
Oh yeah, same.
It's a super dark and sad, but it's an important movie for history. But isn't it long? Isn't it really long?
Yeah, I think it's
almost
3 hours or so.
Yeah, it's almost 3 hours.
I mean, it makes sense for what the story that they're telling is, but yeah, the length is long.
It's just also I've seen a couple scenes from it, and I'm like, wow, that looks utterly soul crushing. So I really want to watch it, but it just looks so utterly soul crushing and depressing, and I know I'm gonna be just I'm not gonna want to I'm not gonna want to do anything after I watch it because it is.
Yeah.
It's a heavy movie.
Well, I mean, yeah. From what I know of it, I obviously haven't seen it either. So for me, it's more not necessarily. I can watch long movies if I'm in the right mood for it.
Right.
It's more so the heaviness, like you were saying. It is a very heavy subject matter. It's literally the Holocaust.
No, it's not an easy watch.
It's not easy to watch, but it's not supposed to be. So I understand that, and I understand the point of the film. I haven't done so either for very similar reasons that you have. It's just I know that it's not gonna make me feel good to watch that.
No, it's not.
And yeah, and I know it's important, and it's especially for history and everything, and it is an important watch. It's just it is very, that's gonna take a day of just a day.
Kind of just man, I just need to sit with this.
Yeah.
Isn't it in black and white too?
Yeah, except for there's splashes of color.
Yeah,
they use red, I think.
Is it red? And I think there's yellow too. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, honestly. I know they use red.
Yeah, red I know for sure because it's it's on the front cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, Schindler's List. We both haven't seen it. It's for us. It's just super heavy and sad and intense. And,
yeah.
But absolutely a must watch. I know that. Do you want to go next?
Yeah. Okay. This one I know is going to be pretty surprising to you.
To me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never watched front to back Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Really?
Really?
No, that's impossible.
No, I have not seen it.
I swear we've watched it before.
No, we haven't.
Really?
Really?
I swear to God we've watched it before.
No.
Okay.
I know things that happen in it, but I've never just sat down and watched it.
Huh. Okay. Well, it's funny, just to put it lightly. It's very funny.
I know it's one of those classic iconic movies that everybody's this is hilarious, kind of you know, like that with like the Mel Brooks movies and stuff too. Like everybody's like, oh, these are the really funny classic movies, and I've never seen it.
Yeah. For me, like I love Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Don't get me wrong. This might sound controversial, at least for me. I love it, but
yeah,
I've seen it so many damn times that it's gotten so like I'm just like, yeah, it's funny. It's just like, but everyone raving, being like, it is the funniest movie I've ever seen and the funniest movie ever, and it's just like, yeah, it's funny, but my God, is it? It's like, yeah, it's like I'm gonna sound like a hipster here, but like a basic answer, pretty much.
Well, yeah, that's what like deterred you from watching Ferris Bueller for a while, because you were like, oh, this everybody's saying it's one of the funniest movies ever, and then you watched it and you were underwhelmed by it, and then I know we watched it again after we met and everything, and you were like, oh, okay, this wasn't that bad, because you can't look at it through the lens of people overhyping stuff, and a lot of the movies that I have on my list are because people have overhyped them.
Oh, I get that. I feel like we might have well, no, actually I think if you've seen that, never mind. But wow, that's surprising that you haven't seen Monty Python. I swear to God we watched it before.
We haven't.
Okay.
The most of it that I've like sat through in one sitting was there was an Uber that I was in, and the guy had little monitors in the back of his seats, and he was playing it.
You're telling me about that.
So, but you know, we were in the car for maybe like 15 minutes, so it wasn't much of the movie. But yeah, I've never just sat down and watched it. Like I know scenes from it. I think everybody does, but I've never sat down and watched it.
Okay, well, that's good to know. We'll have to watch that sometime. It's not very long. I know that.
Yeah.
What's if there is a thing that like. What's the thing that kind of like I wouldn't say deters you from watching
like
it?
Why haven't I seen it? It's pretty much just, I guess there was never a time that I was like, yeah, I'm just in the mood to watch Monty Python right now. There was there's not really a real reason for it, I guess, because I know it's not very long. I think it's just one of those things that I've just not gotten around to. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. All right. So, well, since you said a Monty Python movie, I'll actually have a Monty Python movie on my list, and I don't think you've seen it.
No, I've never seen any Monty Python.
Okay, that's good to know.
The Holy Grail was the most known, so that's the one I went with.
I have Life of Brian on mine. I have not seen Life of Brian. I really don't know any jokes in it aside from like the last song where it's like, always look on the bright, that song. That's really all I know, and like people confused him for like Jesus or something, or the Son of God. And I know that movie. Was that the movie that got like really? Was it controversial? Like,
I think it may have gotten banned. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was
at
a banned
one point. Film. I mean, I think pretty much most movies about like Jesus in some way or another have been banned.
Yeah, that's honestly fair to say. Yeah, I mean, you said you haven't seen Life of Brian. I haven't seen Life of Brian.
Yeah.
I mean,
what has been the reason like you haven't seen it?
It's one of those. I almost watched it the other day because I was like, oh, I wonder. I really just want to watch this, and I wasn't feeling good, but I just I didn't watch it. I watched something else. I don't remember what I watched.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched fucking Space Jam. That's what I watched instead. And
that's so much better.
The new one, not the old one. The new one. And
either way.
No, that was not a pleasant experience. I probably should have watched Life of Brian instead.
Probably should.
Because my God, I mean, this isn't a video about Space Jam, but light review. It's terrible. It's awful. It's atrocious. It's fun. It's got heart, but my God, is it terrible? It's just a pop culture fest. It's like, look at this. Look what we own. Look, we own Harry Potter and Mad Max, and it's like, okay, what else you got?
Clockwork Orange for some reason.
And and a Clockwork Orange. I don't know why. I know they produced it, but that's such a weird reference to put in there. But anyway. Yeah, I haven't seen Life of Brian. Probably should have watched Life of Brian instead of Space Jam.
Yes.
But that's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
You want to bring up your next one?
Well, since you kind of went into a tangent about Space Jam, I'm not going to talk about Space Jam. Although I haven't seen Space Jam, I'm not going to talk about that.
Me neither.
But E.T.
Yeah. You told me you've never seen E.T.
we had that conversation not that long ago. And there's a lot of kids movies I just haven't seen because I just when I was a kid I didn't really watch kids movies. I watched like fucking Chucky and shit, like shit I probably shouldn't have been watching, and Adult Swim. But no, I have never seen E.T. ever.
Yeah,
like
see, I was the exact opposite. I was just like, oh, I mean, it's because I was sheltered, but like I watched all the kids movies, like all of them, and every time I'd be like, oh, this is such a good movie, and Jess was like, what's that movie? And I'm like, oh, that's right, you had no leash.
I just haven't ever gotten around to watching it, I guess. And it's kind of, I feel like there's a lot of kids movies like that you kind of have to watch as a kid in order to get the charm of it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like The Sandlot is another one that I haven't seen, and
you haven't seen The Sandlot?
No.
How have you not seen The Sandlot?
Why the fuck would I have seen The Sandlot if I haven't seen E.T.?
I don't know. Sandlot's just, I don't know. It's not as acclaimed, I guess I'll say.
Okay, sure.
It's like one of those movies where people are like, yeah, Sandlot's good. But with E.T.,
no,
people are like, E.T.'s so good. But
no, every time, like, The Sandlot is another one that everybody, like, anytime I say I haven't seen it, they're like, what? And I'm like, I didn't watch kids movies.
Sandlot. It's stupid, but it
hasn't
aged well.
No.
It has not aged well.
And Trump's in it.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like the rich kid's dad.
No, that's Little Rascals.
Oh, yeah. See, I think they're like the same movie. I haven't seen either one of them.
That's Little Rascals.
Either way, they're kind of like the same movie to me.
No, I get you.
I haven't seen either one of those, but yeah, E.T. is probably one that I could watch now and at least kind of see some charm in. So that one I probably will at some point in my life watch. But a lot of those like kids movies, I don't want to like watch it as an adult now and not really understand the charm of it, and then I'll just kind of be like, oh yeah, that was okay, and then everybody be like, what, like, how come you don't like this?
Right,
and I'll just be like, well, I didn't watch it when I was a kid, so it doesn't really sit the same way,
I mean, I don't want to add fuel to the fire, but E.T. is a great movie. E.T. is an amazing movie. I would try to find the original cut because Spielberg kind of George Lucas it, and he added like CG and there's this really famous scene where well, you know the scene where they fly in front of the moon.
Yeah.
But there's a scene like literally like right before that, or a little. It's later in the film, but they fly in front of the sun instead, and there are cops that block them. And in the original cut, they have shotguns, and it's like, okay, that makes sense. And then they redid it, and then they have walkie-talkies.
Why?
Violence against children.
Okay.
They were afraid that children were like, were they going to shoot them? Were they going to shoot the children? That's probably what it was.
I mean, they probably were, but
It's really funny, but no. E.T.'s a great movie. Spielberg did a great job. I actually had a very small childhood trauma with that movie.
Oh, what?
There's a scene where E.T., before he actually is like in the movie, he's just like standing there like menacingly. People who are listening know what I'm talking about. He's just like, Elliot's just like laying on like a lawn chair, and he just sees like E.T. just like stand there kind of like T-posing.
Yeah.
And he's like, Elliot's just like, Michael, is that you? And E.T. just goes like like waddles along, and the kid just goes he goes like, Michael, and he's like, it's like it's cursed and it's terrifying. And then there's a scene later where he's like, oh, I'm gonna go find it, and he goes like walking through like he goes walking through like the cornfield, and then there's a flashlight, it turns, and it's just E.T.'s like face, and it goes like and it's like terrifying, and that scared me so bad as a child. Other than that, I love the movie.
No, I know Henry Thomas plays like the main kid, and he's in like basically every Mike Flanagan like property at this point.
That's right.
Yeah, he plays like, like Hugh in Hill House, and he's in fucking Dr. Sleep, and
who is he in Dr. Sleep?
Jack.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel so. He does not look like Jack.
No, he doesn't look like Jack.
He doesn't look like Jack at all.
No,
That's who that was.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, but I like him a lot in like the Mike Flanagan stuff. Like I think he's always pretty good in those, but I just I've never just watched it.
That's fair.
And I mean, Drew Barrymore, of course.
Drew Barrymore's in it?
Yeah, she's the sister.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she's the little sister.
That's right. E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, there you go. You haven't seen E.T.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna watch that. I'm gonna say that every time. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I got to say about E.T. So go ahead and take it over with your next one.
We'll talk about scary.
Okay.
I got a couple horror movies on here.
Okay.
I think you told me you watched this.
Okay.
But you hate it.
Oh, okay.
You hate this movie,
okay.
which is a hot take.
Okay.
Because I've never seen it. The Exorcist.
Okay, I don't hate The Exorcist. I fell asleep during The Exorcist.
Well,
it's fucking boring.
You told me you were like, oh, it's so boring.
It is. It's so fucking boring.
Okay, I've seen like the first like 30 minutes, and I was like, is it? Is anything gonna pick up?
I haven't even sat through the whole movie either because it's just so fucking boring. I literally fell asleep.
Yeah, I was watching it and I was like, okay, when it's like, all right, 30 minutes, okay, 45, okay, it's been 45 minutes. When's this shit gonna pick up?
Yeah.
It's like stuff starts kind of happening, but then it's just like, I'm like, oh, this is nothing.
You know, like when we tried to watch Dune.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt.
The first 10, like I went to the bathroom and it took me like 5 minutes, and I came back and there was still like opening narration. I was like, Jess, are you kidding me? There's still opening narration.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh my god.
No,
What did we get like 20 minutes into it and we're just like, we can't, dude.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
I love David Lynch, but Dune was not it.
He thinks that too.
I know.
I mean, otherly, I'm excited for.
Yeah, the new Dune is hopefully going to be good.
I hope. I love. I mean, side tangent from The Exorcist for a second. I love Dune. I've read the book. It's amazing. So that's why I'm super excited for this movie they've deemed unfilmable. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see what how do you say his name, Villeneuve? Mm-hmm. What Denis Villeneuve is going to do with it. Anyway, back to The Exorcist. So yeah, you haven't actually seen it.
No, I haven't watched it all the way through because I fell asleep. And I mean, I know like shit obviously happens because, there's like all the iconic scenes and stuff, but I think that's like after a certain point, but I also just don't like possession movies, period.
Oh no, me
I think
neither.
they're all kind of the same thing. All of them that I've seen have all been kind of the same thing, so I just avoid them.
I will say though, I did watch the Conjuring movies.
Haven't seen them.
No, I know you haven't seen them. But I watched all of them because I was like interested in The Devil Made Me Do It. And I like them a lot. And I'm on the same with you. I really don't like possession movies. A lot of them are just the fucking same. But I like them because they made me feel like, I was like, oh, this gives me like the same vibe as like the Poltergeist from like the 80s. And I love that.
I mean, Poltergeist is a good movie.
Poltergeist is an amazing movie.
Yeah, I have seen Poltergeist.
I have not seen the sequels, but
no, I've seen the first Poltergeist at least.
That movie was terrifying for its time, honestly.
Yeah, no, it was
I don't
really
know how the fuck they got away with a PG rating. It's because it was Spielberg. And that's
honestly.
Why. Anyway, back to The Exorcist again.
Yes.
No, did you know actually the this I know that the spider crawl down the stairs?
Yeah.
It's a deleted scene.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that because I was like, oh, spider crawl, and
then
it was like, oh, deleted scene. I was like, it's a deleted scene?
That's interesting.
I didn't know it was a deleted scene.
Yeah, because that's one of the most like iconic things that people reference a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, I didn't think it was a deleted scene.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Unless I'm just totally I saw that wrong, but I saw it was a deleted scene.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, maybe at some point or another I'll try again with The Exorcist.
We'll probably watch.
Yeah, we'll probably try it at some point, just because But I just could not get into it.
No, same. And I know like The child acting, I've been told, is like really good, especially
Yeah.
for the actress who played Reagan.
Yeah.
It's like, I've heard it's like amazing,
Mhm.
and I've seen the very famous clips from it, like
Mhm.
sex talks in hell and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I'm like that's really what I'm interested about. And what deterred me from it is just, oh my god, that first 30 minutes I was like, wow, this is a slog.
Yeah, it's so fucking hard to get through.
Yeah. So yeah, Exorcist, haven't seen it. Do you have oh yeah, that was me. So yeah, you would go next.
So we've had probably hours of conversation about this film franchise.
And you haven't seen it?
Yeah.
Have I seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You already know I haven't seen most of them. I've seen 2 movies out of the like 9.
Not
Star Wars.
Oh my god. Don't get me started on Star Wars. I fucking love 2.
Yeah, Solo. Yeah, Solo.
I showed you Solo. That's right.
I've seen Solo, and I saw Force Awakens because a friend of mine's parents was like, "Hey, you want to come see this in theaters? We'll pay for you." And I was like, "Sure."
I get that.
And I mean, I've seen like I've seen scenes. I know what happens.
You know pretty much what everything happens. But
yeah, but I just have not actually watched them, and. So for me, why I haven't watched them is pretty much entirely because of the toxicity of the fucking fan base.
Yeah, they've gotten so bad.
Especially with the sequels. Also, I didn't like Force Awakens, so after that I wasn't I'm gonna rush to see the other sequels. Solo was okay.
I thought you said you liked Solo.
It was okay.
I thought you said it was fun.
Yeah, but it was really forgetable.
That's fair.
Because I kind of forget about it a lot. It was okay.
That's fair. I grew up with Star Wars.
Right.
I was raised on Star Wars. I was in a Star Wars household. Mm-hmm. I fucking love Star Wars with all my heart. And I really want to have another day where we don't have to watch the sequels because I know you're not interested in the sequels. And I like the sequels, minus The Force Awakens, really.
I like the actors.
Me too. I just like what I tell everybody. I just like Star Wars. I don't care. Like I'm willing to accept that the sequels are not great. They're probably the worst of the trilogy sagas. But I do still like them. I will still defend them and be like, they're Star Wars. Oh, they're space wizards. Why are you getting angry about the lineage of like a blonde-haired boy and a blonde-haired girl? Like, it's like I don't care. It's just space wizard fighting.
Yeah, no, I mean, the original ones I definitely know are like the really, really iconic ones, and that was kind of the main catalyst of me putting it on the list is the original ones. The prequels I know people have opinions on, but they look like they are at least fun. Every scene I've seen from them are
incredibly stupid,
hilarious. So I think I could have a fun time with that.
The
sequels that's the only set that I've seen at least one full movie in, and I just didn't really care for it.
Yeah, it's just A New Hope.
That's pretty much what I've heard.
Hope.
Like you could pretty much match synopsises.
Yeah, and that was my problem with The Force Awakens. Like when I first watched it, I was like, yeah, and then that nostalgia slowly faded, and I was like, wow, this movie really just kind of sucks.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. I just didn't really get anything from it, and I think that's what the big thing for me was. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure at some point or another we'll watch them. I sat down and watched Lord of the Rings, and I don't like them, but I sat down and watched them. Yeah, I was gonna bring up, we're gonna probably have another day where we just watch, probably watch the Machete Order, we'll probably watch Star Wars, we'll watch 4, 5, 2, 3, and then 6. Yeah. That's how we'll probably watch them. But yeah, we're probably going to do that all in one day, which will probably be a lot easier to sit through for you, at least. Since you sat through Lord of the Rings and you were like, I'm just doing this. Yeah, no, You like the cast? Yeah. There's things I like about Lord of the Rings, but am I ever going to sit down and watch them ever again? No.
Oh, that's different about me. I'm gonna watch them all the time.
I'm not really into fantasy.
No, that's fair.
And that's also like a lot of like the kids movies and stuff like that I haven't seen are also fantasy. So that's kind of.
I thought you were calling Lord of the Rings a kids movie. I was about to be like,
no.
What?
No. I like a lot of. I just haven't. I'm not really a big fan of the fantasy genre. With a few outliers, of course. There's some that I do like, but for the most part, I don't really care for fantasy.
Mm-hmm, I get you.
So that's kind of. Yeah.
But yeah, Star Wars, highly recommend. We're probably going to watch that sometime.
I'm sure.
I'm sure we'll watch that sometime. That one I'm actually serious about. We're probably going to watch that.
We're probably going to watch it sometime.
Yeah. So yeah, you haven't seen Star Wars?
No.
All right. We'll go next. And let's see. Talking about sci-fi, I have not seen, I don't think you've seen it either, but the original Terminator.
I have seen it.
Oh, you have? I have not seen the original Terminator, like T1, not T2. I've seen T2 countless times. I have never seen the Terminator.
Yeah.
And I literally, I honestly, I know so little about that movie. Like, I even surprised myself. Like, I know nothing about that movie except for, I'll be back and, John Connor, and that's it.
John Connor isn't in that movie.
Oh, who is it?
It's Sarah Connor.
Who's the guy then?
Oh yeah, okay.
The guy's like, I gotta save you from the Terminator, and my hair's shitty. It looks like a baby's mess.
Wait, yeah, is he?
I think that's John Connor, or it's some soldier. It's some soldier. Yeah, because they have sex, and it's like John Connor.
Yeah, but then the kid is also John Connor.
Terminator
Lord.
Terminator Lord.
That's because I was like, wait, John Connor is freaking Edward Furlong, but no, that might be his name too. I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I've never seen it.
I don't know the Terminator lore.
I don't either. It's like I've seen T2, and that's it. I've seen T2, and that's probably the only one I need to see.
Well, the first movie is good. It is a good movie. Yeah. It's not really the same sort of vibe or anything as the other ones.
It's a horror movie, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
It's a slasher.
Yeah, and, Arnold has, he's the villain in that one. Mm-hmm. And he has more of, a menacing presence, Mm-hmm. I would recommend watching it, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I've been wanting to watch it, and it's the reason for me not, not being able to the thing for me, not being able to watch it. My God, I couldn't say that fucking sentence.
Just can't talk.
Just can't talk. That's where we got the name. Is that I always forget that there is a movie before it, even though it's called Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It's like, oh yeah, there's a movie that comes fucking before it. And I always forget it exists, but I'm like, oh shit, I should probably actually watch this. And I've sparked interest in it because I watched not all, the 3 important Predator movies, Predator, Predators. No, wait, yeah, Predator, Predators, one with Adrian Brody, and then Predator 2, which I know a lot of people don't like Predators, and a lot of people don't like Predator 2. They can fuck off. They're all really great. Adrian Brody kills it. He's great. He's not amazing.
Adrian Brody, I like him.
I love him.
I feel like he does not always choose the best roles.
No.
But I like him.
I'd give him a smooch. I'd give him a kiss. I'd give him a kiss right on his little forehead. Anyway.
Maybe not in Grand Budapest.
Maybe not in Grand Budapest, because he's pretty much Hitler in that movie.
Kinda.
But just Adrian Brody himself, I'd give him a nice smooch in the head. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Terminator,
that's right. Sidetrack. We've been talking about smooching Adrian Brody. Anyway, Terminator. No, yeah, I need to see it, and I know, and I'm just surprised that I haven't seen it because, and I know so much a little about it because it's sci-fi, and I love sci-fi. It's a horror movie.
Yeah.
It stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, and was it the 80s?
It was the 80s.
And it's the 80s.
It has a very 80s sort of feeling to it.
That is all my vibe. That is all my vibe, and I just have not seen it, and I'm just.
Is there any reason you haven't just like sat down and watched it?
I just forget about it. Like literally, just I'm like, oh right, there's a first Terminator movie.
Right.
I always remember the sequels, like Terminator 3 and Genesis.
You don't want to remember those.
I have not seen them.
I've seen like parts of 3.
I've seen the opening scene. Was it Genesis?
Yeah, I think
that scene.
Is that the one where Christian Bale like?
No. Genesis is the most recent one.
Oh.
No, that's Dark Fate.
Yeah, Dark Fate's the most recent one.
The one where like it's like it has the CG Edward Furlong and Arnold Schwarzenegger and what's her name?
Lynn Hamilton.
Lynn Hamilton. That didn't even click in my brain that was CG. I was like, wait, that's young Edward Furlong and that's young Arnold.
Yeah.
That's all CG. That's like literally one of the most impressive looking like CG things I've ever seen.
Yeah, we watched it on a Corridor.
Yeah, we watched it on Corridor Digital. Shout out. I mean, not really. But no, like I saw that and I was like, that looks cool. And I saw the reviews for it. I'm like, oh, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
I would recommend watching it, honestly.
Yeah.
It's even if you're not like don't go into it being like this is like Terminator shit. Just look good and go into it and be like this is a movie.
Yeah, no,
because it as a standalone movie, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
And I mean T2 is great too. I think
like,
I think that's pretty
ever made.
Yeah, I think that's pretty undisputed.
Yeah.
Man, James Cameron really is just the king of sequels.
Let's see, T2,
Aliens.
Oh yeah, Aliens.
Yeah.
And then is that it?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
No.
So yeah, I haven't seen Terminator. I'm probably gonna watch it sometime soon because I always forget about it, and I really don't want to forget about it this time.
Yeah.
So that was mine. Let's go to yours now.
Let me grab my list.
Yeah, let's grab the list and see what we got.
Okay, we'll go with what was the last one you talked about? Terminator?
Terminator, yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll kind of keep it in the same like vein of like the, I guess like dark theme. The Nolan Batman movies.
Oh, like the
Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and what the hell was the last one?
Batman Rises. I don't know.
Dark Knight Rises.
Batman Rises. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen all of them.
I have not watched any of them.
Okay.
In like front to back. I think the most of that I've seen is Dark Knight. And honestly, it was the hype that made me not want to watch them.
I get that.
Because everybody's like, this is like the best superhero movies ever made. And I'm like, all right.
I mean, would there be any ones that are better that sit out in your mind? I mean, you can't say it because,
I mean, yeah, I can't. I don't have anything to really compare it to because I've only seen like little bits of it.
I wouldn't say they're the best. Well, Dark Knight.
Yeah.
The other two are kind of poo-poo caca. But the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Also, hot take.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight. I will say, it's the most interesting take on a superhero movie.
I just feel like for me. I feel like people kind of overhyped Heath Ledger as the Joker.
But you should preface. You should preface that we both like Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah, no, I love Heath Ledger.
We both love. I
think he's a great
Ledger.
Actor.
He's literally taken from this world too soon.
Yeah,
literally one of the best actors in general.
Yeah, I think he's great.
But continue.
And I don't think his performance is like bad or anything from what I've seen. I obviously haven't watched the whole movie. I just feel like people over talk about it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
People are like, this is the best performance in cinema ever, and it really just is like,
his
all right.
performance as Enos Delmar. Did I say anus? Enos. It's Enos. Enos Delmar in Brokeback Mountain. I think that is a better performance than Heath Ledger's Joker. That is a hot take. I do think that
you just like gay cowboys.
Yeah, I do like gay cowboys. I like Steel Ball Run and I like Brokeback Mountain. Fucking fight me. Fuck, what was I saying? I got
Joker.
Joker. Okay.
Dark Knight.
Like I will say, like what I said earlier is that it's not the best take.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most interesting take.
Yeah.
It brings back that idea of, well, it doesn't really,
Mm-hmm.
but like it has more of that idea of like, that Batman is his original slogan is he's the world's greatest detective.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm excited for the Batman.
Yeah.
Is that literally the director said, I want that original. I really want that to be the main focus. That he won't. Like, he's gonna fight, but he's not like, I'm big muscle man, solving my problems with punch and like weaponry and like shit. Ben Affleck kind of just did that. Love Ben Affleck's Batman. Don't get me wrong. I love him, but
the Snyder Cut was good.
Yeah, it was long. It was long. But anyway, no, I like Heath Ledger's Joker. I really do. But my God, the dude bros, the incel
it's
culture,
so like
film
we live in a
bros,
society.
They really, really overhyped the performance. Like, it's good. It is good, but my God, it is not that fucking good.
Yeah, no,
it's like, Heath Ledger is a very good chameleon actor. Like when I'm watching Brokeback Mountain, like, you know, as you do.
Yeah.
You're watching Brokeback.
As you just sit down and relax and just watch some Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, as me in a nutshell. Is that you like? I'm like. It's like with Jake Gyllenhaal also in that movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
But with Heath Ledger's case, it's just like, it's like, yes, I know that's Heath Ledger, but this guy is Enos Del Mar.
Yeah.
Like, he is just that performance. Like, I cannot just
he has
away
another
the character.
Yeah. It's another case of like he has, you know, I mean, he does have his like moments of like, you know, like yelling and stuff like that, but he has a lot of like subtle acting in that movie.
Oh yeah, he absolutely does.
And no, I think he does a great job. I really do.
Yeah. Like with Jake Gyllenhaal in that movie, it's like, it's, for me, Jake Gyllenhaal is easier to kind of like, this is Jack, and then this is Jake.
Yeah.
But with Enos, it's like, he just does such a great job as Enos Del Mar that he just kind of just blows the performance out of the water. That's why I think his performance as Enos Del Mar is is a very much better performance than the Joker, because it's more sincere and like serious.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so serious. But no,
he's very good at doing like Americanized accents because he was Australian.
I always forget that too.
Yeah.
He's not American.
Yeah.
He is Australian, and that also blew me away.
Yeah.
Is that like, this guy's not American?
You know, Christian Bale always doing American accents, so is Heath Ledger.
Yeah, because I mean, Christian Bale's he's good. I like him, but
American Psycho is like his best movie.
Yeah, and I don't like his Batman. I don't like his Batman.
Yeah.
It just got memed to hell. They're like,
yeah.
It's like, that's where the gruffle Batman came in.
It's like he tried too hard.
He tried way too damn hard. It's
yeah.
Like, it's like, that's it's fucking terrible.
You know, honestly, I mean, kind of like building on like the Batman stuff, I don't think I have seen like any Christopher Nolan movie, to be honest. And a lot of like
you're not missing much.
I know, like, all the film bros really fucking love Christopher Nolan.
Well, we're not film bros.
No. I like a lot of
film gays.
Yes.
Gay film gays.
There's film bro movies that I do enjoy. And, you know, I mean, so do you. Quentin Tarantino is your favorite director.
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction is the greatest movie ever made.
Fuck off.
But no, I don't think I've ever like actually watched a Christopher Nolan movie anyway. I've never had the interest to do so.
Let's see, I've seen all three Dark Knight movies.
Yeah.
I've seen Inception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, don't get me fucking started on Inception with the hype around Inception.
Oh my God, yeah, that's another one of those ones that just like the hype killed it.
That movie modernized trailers.
Yeah.
Like with like the music and shit.
The trailer's really good, though.
The trailer is good, but my God, that movie is one of the most overhyped movies I have ever seen. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's great.
Yeah.
But my God, shut the fuck up. I don't care if Leonardo DiCaprio is in a fucking dream or not. It's like, cool.
Shut the fuck up about Inception.
Shut the fuck up about Inception. I don't fucking care about Inception. I'm gay. Does it look like I care? What were we talking about?
The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I might watch that one out of the Nolan Batman movies.
Really the only one.
Maybe.
It's really the only one you need to
but
see.
I honestly don't have too much interest in it anyway. But I might sit down and watch it just because of because it's one of those movies that everybody's like, you have to watch this.
It's good, but it's not like fucking 10 out of 10.
Right.
Batman Begins is slow and boring as shit. I'd rather watch fucking paint dry than watch
watch Empire.
Oh my god, actually fucking
the Andy Warhol movie that's just a still image of the Empire State Building for 8 hours.
Yeah. That movie is Batman Begins is so boring, and it has the most interesting idea. Batman Year One, like that topic is so interesting because it's Batman struggling with his morality and like, should I kill people? Should I? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. But goddamn, it's so fucking boring. It's nothing really happens in that movie. I mean, things do, but it's just so boring in my opinion. And then Dark Knight is, it's good.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. It's not 10 out of 10 like everyone's saying. Dark Knight Rises is ass. Dark Knight Rises is fucking atrocious. It's a mess. You got fucking Tom Hardy being like, "Oh, I was born in the darkness, raised by it."
Tom Hardy's in that movie.
Okay, and people hated it when his Bane when people hated his Bane when he came out.
Yeah.
It's because it's like. That's what Bane was like in the comics, though. He wasn't like, "Oh, you're big dumb." That was Joel Schumacher's idea, is make him big dumb.
And we all know how well Joel Schumacher's idea went.
No, didn't do well at all. But they fucking Dark Knight Rises it's a mess. They tried to like make just to make the Dark Knight just make the stakes so much bigger, and it just turned into a fucking cartoon where the Dark Knight's like grounded in reality. It's like this is like Joker's doing like literal terrorism.
Yeah.
Fucking Bane's just like, I'm gonna blow up Gotham and have it sink into the ocean. It's just like, why? That's so like, I'm an evil genius. It's like, you're fucking stupid.
That's like an early Bond villain.
That's literally an early Bond villain. Oh my god, it's so atrocious. And then it has the most the ending is just so up its own ass. It like smells its own fucking farts, dude. It's just like Alfred's just like, Master Wayne, and I have a dream that I'll see you in Paris after you die with a lovely woman. And then at the end it's just like he's like, I see you, Bruce, and he's just like, I'm in Paris. And it's just like wow, that's terrible. You really just fucking fucked up so hard.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's fucking terrible. So watch The Dark Knight. Don't watch the other two.
Okay.
You know who the fuck Batman is.
Yeah, I do. I don't need an introduction on Batman.
You don't need to see how he like quote unquote dies. He doesn't fucking die. He's just like, I'm in Paris now with my wife. With Selena Kyle.
Isn't she Catwoman too?
Yeah, she's like Catwoman.
Okay.
She's like, it's like she got a bow that looks kind of like Catwoman.
All right.
She's a reporter, and it's like, yeah, I'm kind of Catwoman. So,
wow.
Just watch The Dark Knight.
All right, go ahead with your next pick.
I just went on a fucking tangent, dude. Those movies are just so over fucking hyped. Okay, let's I have one that I've saved for last, but I still have a couple more.
Okay.
One. Let's see. My dad's favorite movie that he claims, or that I say is his favorite movie because he says it, he's like, I like this movie, is The Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
I have not seen The Shawshank Redemption. I know pretty much what happens in it. I know, like, it's like Morgan Freeman and who is it?
It's Tim Robbins.
Who the fuck's Tim Robbins?
He's in Howard the Duck.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, he was in other stuff too.
Wait, was he the pedophile?
No. He was like the fucking scientist dude.
Yeah, no. Oh, the good scientist.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Not the guy who's possessed by the alien, the pedophile.
No.
Okay.
No, I know he's been in like other stuff. Like he's been in like acclaimed movies. Like he's in Jacob's Ladder. But like you would probably
Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, but you would probably know him from Howard the Duck.
Okay, that makes sense. Fuck, what was I talking about?
Shawshank.
That's right. I've not seen Shawshank. All I know is Tim Robbins like crawls through like poop and like. I know like the Family Guy joke where like the warden's watching like Friends, and then he's just like, bah, 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 bah. And that's like all I know from that, and like the infamous like I'm in the rain, I'm washing off the poo poo, and then like them meeting on the beach at the end, and he's like, I'm Morgan Freeman, let's meet on the beach, and that's all I know about the movie.
I mean, okay. It is a good movie, and you should watch it.
No, I don't.
Especially because you like Stand By Me.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's also, like, a more dramatic thing of, like, Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not, you know, like, kids on bikes or anything.
No.
Like, Stand By Me is. But, no, it is a good movie. It is, like, well-made, you know. Yeah, I mean, I would say I would watch it.
Have you not seen it?
No, I have.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like say watch it if I were you type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean it's not like I know it has like a really really high Rotten Tomatoes score. It's like on the
it's near, it's near 100. It's gotta be like
I think it's like
99 or like 98.
Yeah. I think like the lowest it could be would be like 94.
Oh yeah.
Like it's pretty high. I haven't checked it in a while. I think it was on like also like the top 100 movies of all time. You know, like the wall at Barnes & Noble. I think it's AFI that did that list.
Oh yeah,
I think it's
there. Yeah, it was in the top 10 somewhere.
I think it was like in the top 10. So it is a good movie. It's acclaimed for a reason. Yeah, I mean, don't go into it being like this is the best movie ever made. But...
Oh no, I'm gonna go into that. It's fucking in the top 10, dude. I mean, I have high expectations, but I'm not gonna be like impossibly high
yeah. Don't go into it expecting like the greatest thing ever made. But it is a really good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen it. My dad's seen it, and he's like, "Oh, I like this movie," but it's like, I always ask him, and he's just like, I was like, "Oh, what's your favorite movie?" He'd be like, "Oh, I don't know." I was like, "Oh, well, I always say it's Shawshank Redemption for you," and he's like, "Well, I like that movie, but like, I like it," and I'm like. Okay, well, I'm just gonna say it's Shawshank then.
Your dad has like no opinion on anything.
No, he doesn't. He's just like, that's a good movie, or like they're okay. He likes Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Game of Thrones,
and Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that's it.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Anyway, I have not seen Shawshank, and I've been meaning to see it, and I know it's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
But what you got?
Okay, so kind of keeping on like the superhero theme, like they're like most of the Marvel movies I have not seen.
Shawshank is a superhero movie.
I was talking about Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
Before that, my last choice was a superhero movie.
That's right. Sorry, I had to clown on that.
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption is a superhero movie.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like most of the Marvel movies I haven't seen. I've seen the first Avengers movie. I've seen Infinity War, Endgame, and then like you've seen the important ones. Yeah, like I've seen of like the one-offs I saw Thor Ragnarok.
That's the best one.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Far From Home.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, I haven't seen very much more.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess if you count into the Spider-Verse.
Black Panther.
Oh yeah, Black Panther. I've seen that too.
Yes, like, we saw Black Panther, right?
Yeah. No, like the mainline stories, I've only seen like the first one and then the last two.
Yeah. Of
the mainline Avengers movies. I've not seen any of the Iron Mans or the Captain Americas or. I've only seen like the last Thor movie.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, that I've heard. And you know, like I've seen the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Those might or might not count here coming soon. I don't know. We don't know.
I haven't seen like the Andrew Garfield ones.
Oh, good. Good.
And I've never seen any X-Men movie.
That's first one's are good. First one's good.
I've never seen any of them.
2's all right. 3's dumpster fire.
I don't really care about superhero movies, to be honest.
And that's fair, and that's justified.
There's like a few of them that like Thor Ragnarok. I genuinely think is a really good movie.
Yeah, because
like that's just fun.
It's just you can just literally watch that on your own and be like, all right, this is just this movie.
Yeah, no, like I like that one a lot. I thought Infinity War wasn't that great. Endgame was all right. I didn't really care about the first Avengers movie or anything like that. The Sam Raimi Spider-Mans are good.
Except for 3.
Well, good.
Now dig on this.
It's fun.
It's stupid.
It's fun, though.
Topher Grace being a fuck.
Black Panther was all right.
Black Panther's good.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like bad, but I'm not like rushing to go watch it again.
I'm glad that
Into the Spider-Verse is really, really good.
Yes, it is. It is really good.
And then I mean, honestly, the same thing with DC. I haven't seen like most of those either.
That's probably good.
But those ones I feel like aren't as shocking as like Marvel.
We've seen Joker and
I've seen
Snyder Cut, and that's about it.
And the original Justice League.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well,
yeah,
it's the same movie but longer.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen both iterations of Justice League, Joker, and then like the new Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, we just watched that the other day.
Spoiler-free review. It's great.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. It's really good.
It's better than the other one I've heard.
But that's like literally like bottom rung poop tier. So like
I haven't seen that one. I'm not gonna watch it for.
Wait, you haven't seen the original Suicide Squad? Oh, good. I took a date to go see it, and we both looked at each other, and were like, "Yep, that was terrible." And man, that was.
Every time you like go on a date with somebody, you always choose the worst movies.
Don't out me like that. It only happens every time.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway, fucking away from that.
Yeah. No. Like a lot of the superhero movies, I just straight up have not watched, and I probably won't because I don't really care.
Yeah.
And also like the spin-off shows too. Like I haven't watched WandaVision or Loki. Watched a little bit of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but
we really just did not. We're just like, okay, this isn't really. I feel like not going anywhere.
Yeah. No.
And the Rotten Tomatoes score kind of shows that too.
Yeah. No, it really didn't.
It had us, and then it just kind of went.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think out of the Marvel movies I've seen, obviously Thor Ragnarok is probably my favorite one. Endgame I thought was a pretty well-made movie. I really did not care for Infinity War though.
Infinity War was just like a buffer movie.
Yeah, that's the issue that I have with a lot of these movies and a lot of like the series movies in general is that most of the stuff in the middle really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like you don't like Infinity War. You're just like. You go in and see it, and it's just like, well, I
gotta watch. It's just a setup movie.
It's just you gotta watch the next one.
The movies themselves don't really feel like whole movies because it's not really like a beginning, middle, end.
Like I haven't really met anybody who's like, I just want to watch Infinity War. It's just watch Endgame.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally just watch Endgame.
Yeah.
It's like that's why Thor Ragnarok does so well. It's just
because it's a standalone movie in and of itself. Like it still has it has enough of a. You know, like there's
it has its own contained story.
Yeah, it has its own thing. It's its own thing. And I mean, you know, I like structuralist movies. Obviously, we kind of had there was a few of them that I had in my favorites in the last episode. But I don't know. It kind of leaves me not really with anything in the end. Most of them, just because it's obvious. It's kind of an obvious thing where it's like. You're going into this movie knowing you're gonna have to watch the next one.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's why I like the new Halloween movies, the ones that
Yeah, but I'm probably gonna go see them because I'm a big horror nut.
So yeah, we saw the 2018 one.
Was it? I think it's 2019 actually.
No, it was 2018.
Was it?
Yeah, because that's when. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2018. Halloween movie. We saw that in theaters, and I kind of was like, "That's a movie."
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way. And then the trailer for Halloween Kills came out not too long ago, and I was like, "Fuck, that looks so good."
I don't like that they are you know, like the middle, like the Halloween Kills is literally not going to matter because there's already a confirmed third movie.
No, yeah.
So you know that Michael's gonna get away in the end or something like that, you know.
Or is he?
Well, and then he's gonna come back in the third one because obviously you can't have fucking Halloween movies without a killer. What are they just gonna do? Grief counseling in the third one?
Fucking actually.
Halloween grief counseling.
Yeah. Halloween. Anyway, back to Marvel.
Yeah, I don't really care about superhero movies either which way because I just don't think that they're. I'm not gonna like agree, you know, like be, you know, I don't. Okay. To speak normally, I don't. It's not that I don't think that they're movies. I'm not gonna be like Scorsese and be like, this is not cinema, because I think that's kind of like an up your own ass opinion.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't really necessarily like if I'm just like in the mood to watch like a good movie, I'm not gonna watch a Marvel movie or a superhero movie in general usually.
Because it's so oversaturated.
There are the select few that I do like are usually fun. Oh yeah, the Guardians movies, I forgot I've seen those.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've seen those too. Like I'll watch like Thor Ragnarok, or you know, like the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans, or Spider-Verse is like a genuinely good movie.
Yeah.
But that one also, a lot of those movies are kind of still within their own thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they're not like you have to watch the next one to find out what's gonna happen. Like there's still they can have it be ended, but have still an open ending.
Yeah, see,
to leave it open for the next one, like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, or back to like the like actual like Marvel like series, like Civil War had a like pretty open-ended like ending, but it was like you could just watch that. Like there was a definitive like this is where this story ends.
Yeah.
Unlike Infinity War, it's where it's like, and you gotta watch the next one.
Yeah.
It's just like it's kind of bullshit. That's stupid.
Exactly. Like it's just, I don't like that. I don't like it when any movie franchise does that. Like the book, like there's a lot of like book to movie adaptations that kind of do that, but you know they are obviously adapting like a book series, like Harry Potter or Twilight or.
Yeah, but those all have their own contained stories.
Within reason, yeah. Like the first Twilight movie, you could literally just watch that by itself.
Oh, yeah.
And same thing with like even the first Harry Potter movie, you could just watch it by itself.
Yeah.
So it still is a kind of its own thing, but it's still in the realm of a story. But like Lord of the Rings is a book series, and you can't just watch like Return of the King and that's it.
No, you can't. You have to watch them all in one day. That's what I do.
Yeah, so...
And then my whole day's gone.
So, you know, I mean, that one, though, I kind of get it. Like, it makes sense as to why. And I'm not saying it doesn't make sense for the Marvel series to do that as well. It's just not something that I enjoy. Because if I'm going to go in to watch a movie, I'm expecting, like, something from it.
Right.
I'm expecting to get something from it. And I just don't get much from most of the superhero movies. But, yeah, that's my hot take there.
All right. Well, let's see. We're talking about my last one. Last one was a horror movie, right? Was Terminator?
No, Shawshank.
Well, we're going back to horror. What with
Stephen King is horror.
Stephen King, yeah. I got Silence of the Lambs.
I haven't seen that either.
Oh, I thought you have.
No.
Okay. Well,
never seen it.
Fun fact: I put one of my relatives in psychiatric therapy, and it prevented them from becoming a fighter pilot because it fucked them up so bad.
I thought he was going to be Secret Service.
Sorry, yeah, he was going to be Secret Service. Supposedly, I don't know if that story's true. I've heard Air Force, but I've also heard Secret Service, but I don't think that's true. Yeah, I've not seen it. I know a couple scenes. I always thought, what's his name? Hannibal Lecter. I always thought he was like the bad guy in that movie. But he's really not.
I mean, he's not a good guy.
Well, he's not the antagonist.
No,
that's Buffalo Bill.
He's not the main antagonist. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, that's Buffalo Bill.
Yeah,
which I didn't even know about until like recently. I was like, oh, I thought he was the bad guy in that movie.
It's because he is. I think it's because like
his presence is just so
his
commanding.
presence is very commanding. I haven't seen the whole movie or anything. I've seen scenes from it, and every time that like I see scenes from it's usually Anthony Hopkins, and his presence is just so like you're just drawn into this guy.
Yeah,
because he's just like wiping the floor with his acting.
Yeah, he just like kills it. Not pun intended. I've seen a couple scenes from it. The reason why I haven't seen it, I'm not scared of watching it because I'm really not. It's just like the infamous part of like family is like fucking Silence of the Lambs is so scary. Put one of your family members in a psychiatric hospital. I'm like, wow, if that's not overselling it. That is that is the most probably overselling it I've like ever heard of a movie. It's crazy. I don't doubt it's not scary, or I don't doubt it's like not scary.
Well, it's not even technically a horror movie.
No, but I've seen a couple scenes from it.
Psychological thriller.
Yeah, I've seen like the last scene where what's her name? The lead actress?
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster is in like Buffalo Bill's basement, and he has got like the night vision goggles on, and that's pretty much the only things that I really remember from that movie, aside from like the very famous opening, like, or when you first see Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter and him being like, "Hello, Clarice," just like kind of standing there menacingly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really the only thing I know about that movie is that, and that it's kind of scary, and it put one of my family members in the hospital.
Yeah.
That's really all I know.
Right.
So I
can see why that'd be kind of daunting.
I have very high expectations for that movie. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. I don't know very much about Silence of the Lambs.
I mean, I've heard it's
I've heard it's good. I've heard it's great.
I've heard it's like great and iconic.
Has like what, 3 sequels?
Something like that, and I know there's like a show.
And the show, and people like want to fuck Hannibal, and it's really weird.
Isn't it Mads Mikkelsen?
I think it's Mads Mikkelsen. I mean, I want to fuck Mads Mikkelsen.
Well, then that's why.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, haven't seen Silence of the Lambs. Iconic poster though.
Yeah.
With the
oh yeah.
That's so iconic.
I remember seeing that like when I was a kid and everything, and I was like, that looks really cool.
Yeah, same. So yeah, do you have another one you want to talk about?
Yeah. Let's see what I got.
Got a single, got a series,
I have 2 series and 2 single. Well, I have 3 series and 1 single movie.
Okay.
So another one that I know for a fact that you've seen and we've had discussions about is the James Bond movies.
Oh my god, I'm a big James Bond fan.
I've never seen any James Bond movie, like, period.
We should do that sometime.
You're gonna say that for every movie.
Yeah. James Bond's fun.
I've seen the Austin Powers movies. I grew up watching those.
Yeah, I had just seen those recently.
Yeah.
Jess showed me the Austin Powers movies. I'd never seen them because I was a sheltered child.
Yeah, no, I've seen all of those, so I know, like, I've seen parodies based on them, but I've just never actually watched any of the James Bond movies.
There's a lot of them.
I am
there's
aware.
There's like 20 something movies.
Yeah, I'm aware.
No, I don't even know where to start with Bond movies. There's so fucking many, and I've seen a couple of them. I haven't seen as many as you probably think I have.
Right.
I've seen From Russia with Love. You Only Live
Twice.
You Only Live Twice. The Spy Who Loved Me. From Russia with Love.
You said that already?
I did?
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, the Man with the Golden Gun, and I haven't seen any of the Brosnan ones.
How about Daniel Craig?
Yeah, I've seen some of the Daniel Craig ones. Well, I've seen saw Skyfall, and I was like, that's cool. That's a good way to end it. And then they made 3 more, and I was like, or 2 more, and I was like, there's more. That kind of solidified an ending for Craig.
Yeah,
it's like that's kind of over. Even Craig was like, all right, I'm done. They're like, no, you're doing more. And he's like, all right. Because then what was it? What came after that one? Was it
Spectre?
Was it what was the most recent one that came out?
Or
no, the one that's supposed to come out.
I'm gonna look it up because I don't know.
Because it's Casino Royale was the first one with for the Craig movies.
Yeah.
It's Casino Royale, Skyfall, Spectre.
I think so.
And oh fuck, I just had it. Too Young to Die, or not Too Young to Die.
Yeah.
What is it? It's not Too Young to Die.
It's
the Billie Eilish song. The Billie Eilish. That's so weird. The Billie Eilish.
No Time to Die.
No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't sound like a damn ending song.
Oh no, I'm forgetting about Quantum of Solace.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Quantum of Solace is okay.
He has 5 movies. He has 5.
He had more movies than Brosnan. Brosnan had like 3.
Or Dalton, he had 1.
Which one did he do?
Oh, I can't. Hang on.
Timothy Dalton. Fuck. Which one was that? Was that like the really, really bad one?
Probably. I know people like hated it.
But, because the one with like the orbital laser and like the tsunami and he's like windsurfing and it looks like shit.
Oh, he had 2.
Oh, he had 2?
Yeah, he had License to Kill and The Living Daylights.
Yeah, it's License to Kill where he's surfing on the like water in like the Arctic and he's like, it's like, yeah, I'm escaping this tidal wave, and it's like that looks like fucking shit. So, no, yeah, I don't even know where to start with Bond. I mean, the first one I saw was The Man with the Golden Gun, which is a fun. It's really stupid. It's just literally just like a gun that instantly kills you. That's literally the premise. Is like Bond has to find this gun because it's made out of a lighter, a pen, and like something else.
Riveting.
Yeah, and it's just like a golden gun. And if you get shot by it, you die.
Yeah, it's a gun. Why is that special? If you get shot by a gun, you die. That's just a gun.
Not all the time.
Okay,
Sometimes.
but yeah, it's just a gun.
This one's like you confirm you die. Like you die.
That's so stupid. That's like, I have a mega sword that kills you when I stab you.
Yeah, but it's a golden gun.
Ooh. No, I know they're like stupid. At least like the earlier ones, I know they're kind of a little bit more serious now.
And I've seen Moonraker, and Moonraker's fucking stupid. They go to space, and there's this guy that his name is Jaws, and he has like steel teeth. And
yeah,
he, like,
I've seen that guy.
Falls out of the sky.
What's the one that like Christopher Walken's the bad guy in?
Oh, I don't fucking remember. Oh, fuck. No. Okay, I was like, is it Goldeneye? No, it's Sean Bean. Sean Bean's the one in Goldeneye.
Yeah, because that's Pierce Brosnan.
Oh yeah.
And then he like Sean Bean like falls out of the plane.
Yeah, he's just like, if you kill me, I'll come back. And it's like, no, you fucking won't. Fucking satellite.
And he never came back.
He never came back. No, I don't remember. Oh no, yeah, because we watched a video about it recently.
Yeah.
And he's like laughing, and he like falls off a bridge. And he's just like, eh. No, I don't remember that one. I don't even know where to start with Bond. Like literally, like there's so much Bond.
What is your favorite Bond as somebody who's seen some of the Bonds, but not all of them?
I really like Sean Connery.
I think
he's the classic.
Yeah.
But I really like Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig is like an amazing Bond.
Remember when people were like pissed that they cast him?
Well, people can suck it.
People were like so pissed.
Well,
same thing when when Heath Ledger got cast as the Dark Knight, people were like pissed, or not as the Dark Knight, but in the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
People were just like pissed.
Yeah. Now they're both like highly acclaimed.
I know.
No. I need to see more of the Bond movies because I really want to watch them all. But like,
there's so fucking many.
There's a lot. So I'm gonna leave this off like really brief because like. It's like, which one do you want to hear about? It's like the one with the golden gun or the one with the spies? Oh, wait, that's all of them.
It's a spy. That's all it is.
Yeah, so, yeah. Well, I know I've said I've wanted to watch a couple Bond movies with you.
Yeah.
But not all of them. There's so fucking many.
That would take some time.
Probably like The Man with the Golden Gun, Spy Who Loved Me, and then like maybe like...
If you have any recommendations for Bond movies that we should watch, then leave them in the comments.
Yeah, yes, please. Yeah. Leave in the comments of any Bond movies, anyone that I missed that I'm just like, how come you haven't seen this Bond movie?
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of them. I'm a huge Bond fan, but surprisingly, I haven't seen all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, you haven't seen the Bond movies. But,
no, I have not. All right, you want to pick up with your next choice?
How many you got left? I'm curious because
Three.
I got 2 left.
Oh.
So I'll get this one because I have one specifically I want to leave for last because I know we both have not seen it and it is a very famous classic movie.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I don't know if you've seen this movie. I know you've talked about it, and I know you love this actress.
Mm-hmm.
But Breakfast at Tiffany's, I have not seen Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I have seen it.
I know it's Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah.
I know you love Audrey Hepburn.
Yes.
When was I always get confused when that one comes out because I always confuse it with 16 Candles.
It was like 61.
It was the 60s. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because both of them have like a really racist
Yeah.
character in it, and they're both Asian. And it's like, wow, that's why I confuse them because they both like really racist like caricatures of like Asian people.
Yeah, that's not great.
You got Long Duck Dong and like I don't remember Mr. Chen or something like that, and he's just
don't.
No, I won't do it. I might have to censor that. I might have to really censor that.
Cut it in post.
Yeah, cut that in post. But no, I haven't seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, but I know it's a classic, and I know it's like a really, really like pretty movie.
Yeah,
it's like really colorful for like the time.
Yeah, it's a very like nice movie. It's
nice
like
movie.
rated like PG or something.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should put me up to PG-13 with that racial stuff. But you know what? Oh well.
Yeah, no, it's a very like nice. I mean, with the exception of the racist caricature, it's a nice movie.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I've heard it's a really nice movie, and I've seen that one scene where she's sitting on her like balcony and she's like playing like a ukulele or something like that.
Yeah, that's actually her singing.
Yeah, and I thought
she won like an award for that song.
Oh, that's great. Like I've seen that, and like obviously the like racism, but like I saw that and I was like, wow, that's really pretty, and I really should watch this because it's a really nice movie. The reason why I haven't really watched it is like it's old, and it's a classic. It's considered a classic, and I have really high expectations for like classics. And I know I shouldn't especially after like Ferris Bueller or like any classic.
Yeah, no, it's not like a difficult movie to watch or anything. Like it's not. It's just like it's just like a nice like just story sort of.
What's it about? I don't really know what it's
about. Holly Golightly, who's played by Audrey. She's just kind of like a woman who lives in the city, and she kind of just like doesn't really know what she's doing, kind of thing. Like there's she's very like wandery, if that makes sense.
Oh,
like
a wandering soul type character.
Yeah, like she doesn't like to stay in one place for too long type of thing. She doesn't really know what she's doing. Like there's a cat that she adopts, quote unquote, because it's like a stray cat that kind of just comes up and she feeds it and stuff, and his name is literally Cat.
Aww.
Because she doesn't like give him a name. His name, she just calls him Cat.
That's adorable.
So it's kind of like that, and then like she meets like a guy and stuff. It's it's what you would kind of expect from a movie like that. The source book is really dark.
Really?
Yeah, is
it by the same title?
Yeah, I think so. It's by Truman Capote, but like she's like a call girl in that, and then like yeah, no, it's a lot darker.
That's
from
sad.
what I've heard. I have not read the book.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah. But no, it's a nice movie. I haven't watched it in a really, really long time.
Well, I've never seen it, so.
But it is a nice movie. It's very like, with the exception of the racial caricature, of course, that aged like milk.
Who played him again?
Mickey Rooney.
Because I remember he was like, I highly regret this.
Yeah, that was not great. That aged very, very, very poorly.
Yeah.
That's a white guy.
That's straight up a white guy with like heavy prosthetics on.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's a good movie though.
Yeah. Other than that, it's a it's a nice movie and everything from what I can remember.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I really want to watch it sometime because I know you sing high praises of it. It's like a really, really nice movie.
Yeah.
So
it's mostly for It's mostly for Audrey because she just very like she has a very like delicate sort of presence.
Or am I thinking of wrong? She was dead during that or around that time. Was Marilyn Monroe? Was she?
Yeah,
in the movie?
no, she wasn't. In the
Okay,
movie.
what movie when I'm thinking with had the diamonds are a girl's best friend?
What movie was that in?
I don't remember. I thought it was Breakfast at Tiffany's, and I was like, wait, no, that's the '60s.
That.
She was very dead during that time.
I don't think she was dead quite yet because I don't remember when she died. But
Me
I will.
neither.
I'm gonna try to track down this movie.
Sometime when Elton John was alive, because he made that song for her, right?
Yeah.
Or was that for the Queen? Or was that was for Marilyn Monroe? Yeah. Well, we're doing.
Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
What is it?
Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Right. Okay. I was making sure because I thought it was that movie, and I was like, no, that doesn't sound right. Because I thought there was like another girl in the movie, and she was like rivals with Tiffany or whatever.
No, that is not that movie.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Yeah, I haven't seen Breakfast at Tiffany's, and
She died in '62.
She died in '62. When did Breakfast at Tiffany's come out?
'61.
Wow. Okay. That was close.
Yes.
All right. Well, what one do you have next?
I actually just thought of another one while we were doing this, so I have 4 left instead of 3.
I got 1 left.
Well, but any of the Fast and Furious movies I've not seen.
I mean, me neither.
Not like Tokyo Drift or anything either. Like I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, I haven't even seen Tokyo Drift all the way either. I've just seen like that one scene where he's just like, "Do you know what?" Not doing that. Like, do you know what DK means? And he's just like, "Oh, Donkey Kong." And he's like, "No, it means Drift King."
Oh.
It's just like, oh, that's stupid.
I thought you've seen like Tokyo Drift because you talk about it sometimes.
I've seen like bits and pieces of Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
I've seen enough to be like, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
And like I've seen scenes, and I know pretty much everything that happens in it, but I've never actually seen it.
Okay. Well, that was a lot short. Okay. So
Fast, yeah.
Haven't seen them.
Yeah, but not, 9 of them coming out.
All right. Well, gonna move past that then.
Yep.
All the rest of them that I have are kids movies.
Oh, okay. I should be good with this one.
So the next one that I'm gonna talk about that everybody really likes is The Iron Giant.
Oh, such a good movie.
I've never seen it.
It's sad.
I've heard.
There's a guy who looks like Jeff Goldblum, but it's not Jeff Goldblum.
I thought Jeff Goldblum was in that movie.
No, he's not.
Oh.
He's a guy trying to be Jeff Goldblum.
Oh.
He looks like Jeff Goldblum, and is it Jeff Goldblum? Am I gonna look like an idiot?
I know Vin Diesel is like the giant.
Super bad. Yeah, he plays the Iron Giant. Hold on. I need to see if this is actually fucking Jeff Goldblum because if it is, I'm gonna look like an asshole. What's his name? Fucking Dean? Yeah, it's Dean. This fucking Iron Giant. No, that's not how you spell that. Giant Dean. Not Dran. Dean. There we go. Stalling for time. Who fucking played him? Yeah, Harry Connick Jr.
Oh.
I don't know who that is. No, he looks literally. Look at this motherfucker. This is literally Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
That's literally like actually Jeff Goldblum, and he hams it up like Jeff Goldblum.
No, he looks like Billy Zane. He's
Billy
the guy
Zane.
that was like the bad guy in Titanic.
I have not seen Titanic.
Why didn't you put that on the list?
I fucking forgot.
Well, you wanna talk about Titanic a little bit while I look this up?
Sure. What are you looking up?
I'm showing you what he looks like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen Titanic. All I know is like, don't let go, Jack, and then Leo like dies, and then like they're like, who can say what? Yeah,
It's not the right song.
It's not. What is it?
It's My Heart Will Go On.
What was that one that I sang?
I don't know, but that's Enya. That's not even the right artist.
Isn't it Celine Dion?
Yeah, Celine Dion did My Heart Will Go On.
Wait, no, then who did the who?
That's
it's
Enya.
What Enya do that for? Oh, he does look like Billy Zane. To shorten it up real quick, I haven't seen Titanic. It's long. There's a lot of sex in it, and I'm just like,
there's like one scene.
I thought there was like 3.
No.
Isn't it like 4 hours also? I know it came out in 3 VHSs.
3. No, it came out in 2.
Oh, was it 2?
Yeah, it was 2. Because
Okay.
like I remember because like my dad had like the box set of it, and it was
he did.
like one of them had like the picture of Leonardo DiCaprio, and the other one was Kate Winslet.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I haven't seen Titanic. I haven't seen Titanic. It was too damn long. And I didn't know there was a bad guy in it. Why is there a isn't the bad guy be the fucking iceberg?
No, because it's like her like fucking like abusive fiance that she doesn't want to marry.
Wow. Cool. Was it Downton Abbey?
Kind of.
I've never seen Downton.
Kathy Bates is in Titanic too.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Kathy Bates. All right, yeah, I haven't seen Titanic.
Billy Zane is an asshole in that movie, but he's good. I like him in fucking Demon Knight, which is Tales from the Crypt. That's a good movie.
Oh.
And also he's in Twin Peaks.
He's in Twin Peaks?
Yeah, he's like, you remember at the end of like season 2, like Audrey had like that love interest and he was bald.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah.
All right, so
Iron Giant.
Yeah, Iron Giant, that's right. It's good. It's sad. There's a scene, like one of the guys, he's like a private investigator for the military. He fucking straight up chloroforms the
Yeah,
main
I've seen
kid.
that scene. I've seen
He's
that
like,
scene.
hey kids, this smell like chloroform to you?
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa, what the fuck?
I've seen that scene.
And then like the kid like laces his coffee with like X-Lax and
Oh my
like
God.
almost like he's like spending the entire day like shitting his pants. And then they're like, oh man, that movie's really good. It's really funny. It's really cute. It's really sad. It takes place during like the Cold War.
Yeah, that's right.
What made you like kind of like not see it until this point? I know it's like kids movie, you just haven't.
Yeah, it's kind of the same reasons I haven't seen like E.T. or any of the other kids movies I haven't seen.
You just never grew up with it.
I didn't watch it when I grew up, so
Right.
I just never gone around to being like, I want to watch this now because
Right.
it's like I just don't know if I'm gonna see the same thing that everybody else sees when they watch it as a kid type of thing.
Right. All right. You want to just blast process through your kids movies?
Okay. Well,
Since I only got one more, and I talked about fucking Titanic.
so the next one that I'll talk about is also kind of like fantasy-esque, but the Never-Ending Story movies.
So good.
I've never seen any of them.
Every time we'd pass it before it left to HBO Max, I'm like, we have to watch it. Jess is like, and I'm like,
yeah.
I get it, but it is one of those. That movie also I had childhood trauma with.
For what?
There's a fucking animatronic wolf in it that is fucking terrifying. He's like, hello. He's like a euphemism for like stranger danger. Because he's like, come here. I'll take you to what you seek the most, and you always see him in the shadow. And he's terrifying. He's huge. He's terrifying.
Yeah, or don't they use like not like puppets, but like animatronics or something in that movie?
Yeah, there's puppets, there's animatronics. It's pretty much like all practical
Oh,
effects.
okay, yeah.
I mean, it was the 90s, like early 90s.
Yeah.
You also gotta watch it because Stranger Things. They do the song from Neverending Story.
Yeah, I just, I already don't like fantasy movies, and I just...
You know what? I know what'll get you to watch it?
What?
There's a turtle in it. There's a big turtle in it.
Just read it.
The Galaxy Turtle isn't even in it. They just reference it in other books. I think it's the Langoliers or some shit. But that book's terrible, so don't read that. It's something. I don't know. There's a weird lore in Stephen King. There's a big turtle in Neverending Story. He's like, "Hello, young one. What are you doing here?" He's like, "I'm trying to save the princess." And he's just like, "Oh," and he sneezes on him, and it's disgusting.
Ew.
He's like huge.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna sit with me the same way that it would everybody else, because I think that's one of the big movies
definitely,
that
like this, like with Iron Giant, like I'm like, oh, you could like it, but this Neverending Story is very like much like a niche, like you kind of have to watch it as a kid.
Yeah, that's kind of what I feel with it. Like that's kind of how I got it.
You probably won't resonate as much as
And like, it already is gonna have like that extra barrier because I'm not into fantasy.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna have that extra like wall of like you have to kind of get past this too.
No, yeah. I almost said, oh, I think Christopher Lloyd's in that, but no, that's fucking Pagemaster.
That's a good movie.
That is a good movie. See,
I've seen that.
one.
I've seen that.
Yeah, Pagemaster's great.
Yeah. I don't remember it, but I've seen it.
That movie also had childhood trauma with.
For what?
You know when they go into the horror book and Jekyll and Hyde is there, and he like has this horrific transformation where he turns into Hyde.
I think so.
That
sounds
shit
really vaguely familiar.
Scared the fuck out of me, dude. It was terrifying as a kid.
Yeah.
That scared the shit out of me. I mean, I was a sheltered child, but you know that's probably why. All right, I haven't seen Neverending Story.
No, I haven't.
I don't think you like it as much unless you've seen it as a kid. The only reason why I like it so much is because I was scared of it, and then I really conquered my fear and watched it, and I'm like, this is a really good movie.
Yeah.
All right, what's your next one? You said you had 1, 2.
Yeah, I have okay, so it's like I'm kind of talking about the interchangeable because they're kind of like the same thing. I think there's like members of the cast that are the same, but like Mary Poppins and Sound of Music.
Oh yeah, Mary Poppins is great. It's classic for a reason. First real.
Wasn't there like some like saying like blackface or something?
Oh my god, it's just soot on their face. They're chimney sweeps. They're fucking chimney sweeps. It's not blackface. They're literally they jump out of chimneys and they start dancing and they have soot all over their face. They're not literally doing like racist stuff, unlike like Breakfast at Tiffany's or some shit. It's just like they're British. They're British like chimney sweeps back in like the 20s. So it's like that's gonna make sense. They're gonna have soot on their face. Mary Poppins is really good, and I haven't seen. No, I've seen Sound of Music. Never mind.
Yeah, that's the one with the Nazis.
Yeah, there are Nazis in it, and I forgot about that because there's the scene where like there's like the really famous GIF where it's like the dad of the children like ripping the Nazi flag.
As he should.
Yeah, as you should. No, Mary Poppins is great. It was the first like big movie that really did like the rotoscoping with like the people and the animation, which was really impressive for the time. Still impressive today. Mary Poppins is good. Definitely watch that if you want, or if you're like, I want a shorter movie, because Sound of Music is long as shit.
I thought Mary Poppins was long too.
No, if I remember right, Mary Poppins isn't that long. It's like I think it's like an hour and a half or like
that's like significantly shorter than I thought it was gonna be.
Sound of Music's the one that's like 4 hours.
I know that
long.
one's long as hell, but I thought that Mary Poppins is pretty similar in length.
Yeah. While you're looking that up, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and just join us.
Hit that bell notification.
Hit that bell. I know it's stupid. It's like subscribing twice. But give us a like. Leave a comment on like classic movies that you haven't seen, or go watch our other video where we talk about our favorite movies and talk about your favorite movie. Make sure to share us. It is what?
It is 2 hours and 19 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's a little longer. I mean,
that's not as bad as Sound of Music,
which is like 4 hours. But yeah. So those are the last ones you had?
That is the last ones that I had.
All right. Well, it's on to my last one that I know for sure we both haven't seen and are probably going to see sometime. Fucking the one, the only,
the legendary
Citizen Kane.
Yes.
We have not seen Citizen Kane. It is one of those movies that everyone is like, it is literally the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah.
And that statement alone is why I'm like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
How to approach this movie. Like, I know it's like the first quote unquote modern movie. It was the first real one to have like actual like, like not just still camera work, like the camera moves with people and stuff like that, and it has a very modern look to it. But it is that like the fucking hype is just very, very it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming hype. Like that display you talked about in like our local Barnes and Noble. Literally, it
the
was
AFI like top 100 movies.
Yeah.
It's like they named it #1 of like the best movie ever made, and it tops like so many lists of like the greatest movie ever made. And it's like that's kind of daunting.
It's daunting. I know it's not long. I know it's not very long. I think. You gonna look it up?
Yeah, I'll look up the
I
runtime.
don't think it's very long because, like, I don't think they really cared about like length during that time period.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't expect it to be super long, but
No, yeah, it's very daunting to watch one of the most like well-known movies ever made and like most praised movies ever made.
yeah, it is 1 hour and 59 minutes, so
Okay.
it's about 2 hours.
Okay, so yeah, but yeah, it's very daunting to watch such an acclaimed movie, and that's the reason why I left it for last, because my God, fucking, I want to see this movie. I so badly want to see this movie, but I'm just, I'm afraid I'm gonna be like, that was terrible, or that was so forgettable.
Yeah. I mean, another one of those ones is kind of similar to that I know you haven't seen either. Casablanca.
Oh my God, yeah, Casablanca. I have not seen.
Like that's another one of those movies that just overwhelming praise. People put it like the top of lists of like, oh, this is one of the best movies ever, and I've just never seen it because it's just so damn daunting to watch.
I just
you're
know
just
that
expecting it to be, incredible, and if it doesn't meet your expectations, like that's literally what happened to me with Texas Chainsaw.
Oh my God, yeah, actually, it
so
happened to both of us, actually.
So I wasn't expecting it to be good, but I have like when I was a kid, I was terrified to watch this movie. Because I was like, oh, it's based on a true story, which I know obviously isn't really
real.
As, it's not as based on the true story as I thought, but I was like, I thought it was just real. I thought that they were just like, this is like what it is, I basically thought it was a snuff film. So I was like terrified to watch it. And then we watched it and I was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, it's like for the time, what was it, 75, 70 something?
Something like that, yeah.
It was so underwhelming. It was just so like, oh, that's it. Also, the last act is just a headache. The screaming from the lead actress. I don't remember her name or the character's name, but it was just such a headache. It was literally like 20 minutes of just like her screaming at the top of her lungs because these people are like chasing her and like feeding her weird things, and like it's just like, wow. Okay, can you do a little more than just scream? Horror, yeah. But yeah, back to Citizen Kane. Yeah. That's our main worry, is that it's gonna be so underwhelming that we're just gonna be like, hey, we didn't like Citizen Kane, and be those fucking people.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, and that's what I feel like it's gonna be, unless I'm sorely mistaken.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not expecting it to be like bad, but
me neither.
I'm trying to not expect too much from it, but at the same time it's hard not to, because it's so overwhelmingly praised. Right.
No, yeah, I agree. It's one of the most daunting movies we have yet to see yet, because it's just so up there with how praised it is, and like all the awards it's won, and how it has stood like the test of time, and all that shit. And everyone knows what happens in it, pretty much. It's like he says Rosebud, people are trying to figure out what Rosebud means, and it's like, oh, it was his childhood sled. It's like, everyone knows this, and it's like, okay, what's the movie gonna be?
Yeah.
It's like it's
I know it's
like intimidating.
Yeah, I know there's like stuff about like reporters, and he's like rich, and
he's a rich man.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos. Yeah.
That's about what I know.
Yeah, pretty much. And that is why we haven't watched Citizen Kane. It is one of the most daunting ideas to watching a movie.
Couldn't agree more.
And I think that's our lists for movies.
Yeah. That's basically all I can think of anyway.
That's all I had down, and all I can think of. With some extras like Fast and me talking about Titanic for like 2 seconds. But yeah, this has been another episode of the Just Can't Talk podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell. I know it's stupid, but it's like subscribing twice. But share it on social media, share it with your friends, some family, show it to your cat. I don't know, maybe they might like it. We have cats here. we love movies. We love
Mm-hmm.
you all, and good night.
Good night.